Hello everyone, this is Pash from Soul Therapy by Pash and I'm back with my reading today. So today I'm going to read for a special occasion which is happening on 12th of February, that is full moon in Leo. And why I'm calling it as very special? Because it's going to impact us in many ways. So as we all know that Leo is a sign of courage, Leo is a sign of strength, and full moon has always been good times to release what is not anymore serving us. So what this full moon in Leo is bringing for us on 12th of February is the energy of letting go of our fears, releasing all sorts of doubts, all sorts of tensions, all sorts of confusions that we have in our lives, and allowing ourselves to be creative, allowing ourselves to be courageous enough to look at what passions we have, what creativities we have in us, what we are meant to do, what we love to do. Suppose, for example, as this full moon is falling in the Valentine's week, just 2 days before the Valentine's Day, that is 14th of Feb, for a lot of my viewers, this full moon is going to bring an energy where lots of your partners will release the fear, doubts, confusion, and any sort of blockages, and will have the courage in this full moon new full moon energy, to have that courage to speak the truth, to accept their feelings, to propose, to confess their feelings. So basically this full moon is also going to bring a lot of confessions, a lot of revelations of truth, lot of revelations of truth about feelings of others and about feelings of what's going inside us. So it's also illuminating what's going on inside us. This full moon, we are going to see a lot of connections, especially the love connections coming into union, where there's having a lot of distance or a lot of no contact or no communication from long, and now finally your partner or your person might be coming up from your past or from your present to express their feelings to you, to communicate with you, to bring that clarity, to reveal their feelings. Similarly, this full moon energy is also bringing a release of any sort of fears, confusions related to our creativity. Suppose we are very creative and we really want to do something, but we are not confident about it. We feel that there are a lot of blockages, or there are a lot of fears about or doubts about that particular career or business opportunity. Then this is the best time to release those fears, and this is the best time to move forward with what's running inside you, what you are passionate about. So it's going to bring a lot of sudden communications, revelations of feelings in love connections, and it's also going to bring a lot of changes in the perspective, how we think about our careers and how we think about our business and our finance opportunities, right? So this full moon is going to be very transformational, and it's also going to affect the Mercury side of it. That means a lot of communications we'll see in all the spheres of our lives, sudden communication, sudden revelations. So this is a brief about what this full moon is all about. Now, as per the trend, I'm here with the full moon read. So this is a full moon in Leo read for 2025, which is happening on 12th of February. And I will be using my full moon deck. And I'll be using my tarot deck to see what's upcoming for you. And I'll be using my messages deck to see what is the message you are supposed to do, or it's a divine guidance kind of a message which will resonate with you, this full moon energy. So full moon energy doesn't only rely to the full moon day. Actually, we are already in the full moon energy, and we will be in the full moon energy whole of this week and upcoming next week. So especially it's a Valentine week, so I'm going to be more inclined and focused in today's read about relationships and love. So let's go, let's start. So we'll start with the sign of Leo. So I have my zodiac sign list. So this will be all zodiac sign read. So I'll be reading for all zodiac signs, and I'll try to bring out the messages from my full moon deck, from my divine deck, and from my tarot deck. What's upcoming for you in love, relationship, especially because it's a Valentine read. So we'll do it as Valentine read itself. And this week I'll be doing all my reads related to love and relationships. So I'll be also following the theme of Valentine. So let's start with the energy of Leo, which is a very courageous and beautiful energy. One more thing before proceeding for full moon read is that if you really want to release some fears, doubts, anything you want to let go of on this full moon energy, I always ask my clients to follow some rituals that are full moon meditations, and use journalizing. Write your fears in a slip or a piece of paper and write whatever you want to release and let go from your life, be it anything, and just take that paper into the mud or burn that paper out, or just let the paper flow into the flowing waters, like put it into the flowing water. So that's a couple of things you can do on this full moon to release. If you really want to release something, go to the beach side, enjoy the full moon vibe. It's very healing. So do that for yourself. Now, starting for the Leos, let's see what is the full moon message for them. So for my Leos, okay, let's go with the birth date also, July 23rd to August 22nd. What's the message for my Leos divine for the full moon? Your hard work is paying off. So Leos, this full moon, your hard work is going to pay off to you. Beautiful message. Let's see from the tarot. We'll take out 3 cards and see, in context of your hard work is paying off, what's upcoming for you. So we already have 3 cards. I'll take all the 3. Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, and Page of Cups. And let me take out one message for you from my divine healing deck. What you're supposed to do, what is the guidance for you. Okay. So what I'll say is that your hard work is paying off, Leos. Especially in terms of this Valentine's week, in this love and relationship energy, what I'm feeling is that you have been disappointed about some connection which has gone from your life, which you have recently ended, or which you really feel it's gone from your life and you are disappointed about it in general. And it's a kind of a feeling of loss, grief, disappointment, sadness you are feeling. Or either you have ended something in your life, or there is a possibility you are mourning or you're discontent, you're feeling disappointed about someone in your life who is in Queen of Swords energy. So your partner might be very honest, very independent, very principled, very, I'll say, objective about things. Queen of Swords is my cut the crap energy. So basically, whosoever you have let go of, that person might be in the energy of Queen of Swords. Very truthful, very independent. And you are going to really start something fresh with them. And with this card of your hard work is paying off, it shows that you might have been thinking for this from a long period of time. But now finally you are doing this. Finally you are getting into a child energy, because there's an inner child card also. And you can see there's a lot of Ferris wheel and all. So which feels like that you really want to feel like child, like again with this person. You want to live your life to the innocent with this person, and you really want to enjoy your inner child. You want to feel that innocent energy with this person again. And you might have left this person behind. That's what I'm getting, I think. Yeah. And you have left this person behind, and now you really want to come back to them. They are definitely someone who you feel will not either easily accept you in their life or wants the truth from you. But I think you are ready to start something new and fresh with this person. And you are already dreaming about this person. And you are really holding this small pot of fish for this person. So basically you are holding something long term for this person in your heart. And for you, the message is forgiveness heals. So what you're guided to do is, or your partner is guided to do, is that you have to forgive and heal this person. So maybe this person needs to forgive you and heal from it, or you need to forgive this person and heal from it and start afresh with this person. So the message is forgive yourself and others, let go of the old story, release any guilt and blame. Everyone is doing the best they can. This includes you. So kickstart the healing process by surrendering all the judgment and hurt, and your health and happiness will be there. So thank you. So that's the message for you. So Leos, forgive and heal. Or if you are approaching someone with a new fresh start, this person will definitely forgive you, and then you can heal from this loss, grief, disappointment that you have in your heart. So this is the message I have for you in this full moon read. So be ready, and your hard work is going to pay you off. Let's move to other deck, my full moon deck, and let's move to another zodiac sign. Next zodiac sign is Virgo. Virgo is August 23rd to September 22. So let's see what we have for Virgos. Don't let your past hold you back. So this is the full moon message for you. Don't let your past hold you back. Let's see what comes up with the tarot. So Virgos, what's upcoming for my Virgos? What's upcoming for my Virgos? We got 2 cards. I'll take one more. So we have Knight of Swords. We have King of Cups. Okay. And we have Page of Wands. Nice energy. So pages are the, I think Page was there in the Leo sign also, and Page is here also. It shows a lot of fresh start are going to happen. What is the message for my Virgos? Your purpose is joy. Beautiful message. So Virgos, for you, okay, let me say this. Either you are in love with someone and you really are emotional about this person, you really are holding your cup of love for this person, you are balanced in your head and heart, and you are really wise, you are devoted to this person, and you really want to have an adventurous start, an exciting fresh start with this person, and you are fearless about it, this full moon in Leo. And because of this fearlessness, you are going to be assertive, you are going to be impatient, and you are going to suddenly pick up the phone and call this person, or you are going to suddenly, I'll say you are being impatient about it. So you will suddenly call this person after being on this adventurous journey. So I think what I'm feeling is that Virgos will be suddenly deciding that, okay, let me let go of all my fears this full moon, and now I just want to go ahead. I just want to make this decision. I want to reveal my feelings. I really love someone and I want to do that. I want to express it. I want to rush towards this person. That's what is going to happen. And take it vice versa also. It can be your person who loves you a lot and who really wants to have a fresh start with you. They feel cheerful with you, they feel energetic with you, and they are fearless about this now, and they really want to rush towards you to express their feelings of love, because they are very, very emotional about it. So take the way it resonates to you. And this is for someone who is going to rush towards. Either it can be you or your partner. Don't let your past hold you back. So don't think about what happened in the past. If you're feeling like you want to express some feelings to your person, or if your person feels something to express to you about love, then go ahead. Don't let your past hold you back. So remember that your purpose is joy. Message is that your purpose has nothing to do with how to make a living. That is your vocation, mission, or inspired passion. But your purpose is much simpler and bigger. Your purpose is joy. It's about discovering, nurturing, celebrating who you truly are, and knowing and loving yourself at the deepest level. So your purpose is joy. So what you are guided to do, Virgos, is to express your feelings, be fearless about it, and just rush and do it. So don't let your past hold you back. That's what I'll say. Beautiful message again. Let's move to the next sign, which is Libra, my sign. So I would really look forward to what sort of messages we have. Okay. What is the full moon message for my Libras? This full moon in Leo, the message for my Libras is your dreams need a potential plan. So Librans, if you're dreaming about some sort of life or some sort of relationship, it needs a potential plan. And I think this is the time to plan it in 3D, because you might be dreaming about for long, but now it's time to put it into practicality or 3D world. Let's see what comes up with the tarot cards. Oh my God, you got the card of Leo, the strength. So basically you need strength to bring your 5D dreams into 3D physical world. That's what I feel. So courage, bravery, confidence, compassion, self-confidence and inner power. That's what is lined up for you this full moon. It's exactly the energy this full moon in Leo is bringing. What else, Divine? 6 of Cups. A soulmate from your past. Interesting. A proposal is here. I love proposal. Five of Swords. So Librans, before saying something, let me take out the self-love card also. Not self-love, sorry. This healing card. Believe. Believe. It's a unicorn, if you could see. So usually you don't believe in unicorns because you don't see them. They are a 5D animal. So it's the blend of the 5D and the 3D I can see in Libra's rate. It's a 5th dimensional and physical world blend. Let's see how. So basically what I'm feeling is that you or someone has been dreaming about you from long. Planning a future with you in the 5th dimensional, a soul partner or a soul bond, or it can be a twin flame or a soulmate connection. This person has been connected to you in 5th dimension. They telepathically connect with you also. You might be also dreaming about them. They might be also dreaming about you. Take the way it resonates to you, be it from your partner side or from your side. What I feel is that this person, this full moon, this person is finally gathering the strength and the courage and the confidence. And they are believing in their own power. And they are going to really feel the urge to come back to you, because they are feeling nostalgic about you. They are feeling the missing feeling about you. They are really feeling the healing and comfort that they had with you. And this person is really going to think to offer a proposal to you. And I can see a proposal for you here. So this person is finally bringing this connection from the 5th dimensional, that is the fantasy world or the dreaming world, and they are finally bringing it into the 3D world, that is physical world. So you can see this person in physical. Right now you might be feeling this connection only in the 5th dimensional. And here are the 5 of Swords. So basically this person is either fighting with some people around them or fighting with the circumstances around them. And that's why they're thinking, is it the right time to do it? Or it's this 5 of Swords shows some sort of conflict in their mind and heart. And I strongly feel it's a conflict between mind and heart, because when we talk about 5th dimension, it's more of a heart and a soul. And when we talk about 3D physical dimension, that's more of a mind. So I think this person is feeling that, is it really possible? Is it good to believe that this connection that they strongly feel with you in the 5th dimensional world, the soul world, can it be really manifested in the physical world? Is it possible to do that? So this person is basically not believing it, or have not been believing it from long, but now this person is finally being courageous and self-confident enough to come out of this memories, nostalgia, and finally doing it in the 3D. And the card is Believe, which shows a unicorn, which I strongly believe that this person feels that this connection is like unicorn. It's once in a lifetime kind of a thing, or it's like very rare connection that they have with you. So they are not believing it actually. So let's read what it's all about. There's a magic all around you. Open up the wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and the synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with all your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From the sacred union, the right ideas take shape and the best relationship blossom, and the stuff that's meant to be easily fall into place. So everything is possible. It can be you or it can be your person. It can be you who really is cherishing this connection in 5D, but you are not believing that this connection can come into a 3D physical world or manifest into 3D physical world, and you are also fighting between your mind or heart, or this can be a person. But what we are seeing that this full moon is happening for you. This full moon, your dreams are going to manifest into the physical plan. Right now, you both are connected in a 5D world very strongly. So finally, either you or this person is gathering the strength and the self-confidence, inner power to come out of this nostalgia and the memories and to finally bring it into the physical world and end this conflict of mind and heart. So Librans, a 5D connection is coming into a reality. That's what I'll say. Let's move to our next sign, Scorpio, October 23rd to November 21st. So Scorpions, what is the message for you this full moon? Work through your fears. So this full moon, you have to release your fears, Scorpions. And it's a new moon in Scorpio. This card is a new moon in Scorpio. So you have to work through your fears this full moon. Let's see what comes up for you through tarot. So you might be having some fears related to love or relationship that you need to work on. 10 of Wands. You have fears, you have some sort of blockages because you have ended something in the past with someone which was very burdensome, or recently you have ended some connection in your life which has been very burdensome, and now you have fears of moving into love again. 9 of Swords. This is anxiety, stress, worry, sleepless nights about, okay, I have ended this now. Nightmares, isolation, breaking point because you've ended something. And you have 6 of Cups again, just like Libras. So basically, let me talk about it. Let me take out the healing card as well, and then we'll talk about it. It's very apt card. You did it. And you know, this image reminds me, if you could see, this is like a goat-like image if you see. And this image reminds me of one tarot deck reader who reads from animal deck, and this sheep-like creature, goat, has fire on their paws, and it's a devil card in that tarot deck. So definitely this image is reminding me of that devil card. I don't know why. So I wanted to refer it to you. I'll tell you why. Because there is a red flag here also, if you could see at the back of the sheet. So I'll tell you what it means. So Scorpions, you have to work through your fears. And why you have to work through your fears this full moon is, you have to release the fears, you have to release the doubts, you have to release the negativity. Full moons are the best time for it because you have ended something with someone which has been very burdensome for you, which has been like a stress or a struggle or burnout for you. You have finally ended it, and now you are having fear and anxiety. So you have both the cards of fear. So a lot of fear and anxiety you're facing. You're feeling despair, you're feeling nightmares and isolation because you're missing really someone from your past, from your childhood or from your past who you really loved. But you are not ready to accept, or you are not able to work through your fears to get into this relationship because your past relationship have been very toxic. 10 of Wands is not a good ending. 10 of Wands is an ending where you have been carrying the burden of a toxic relationship. So basically you are in stress because you don't want to fall into the same pattern. But 6 of Cups look like someone is coming from your past and offering you love, but you are not able to work through your fears. So this full moon is going to happen that you will be encouraged to work through your fears, come out of this toxicity and heal yourself to accept this new love in your life. And why I'm saying this, you did it, is because you finally did it. You finally ended some connection in your life which has been toxic. And as I said, this is a devil. This animal is a devil card representation in some tarot deck. So I strongly feel the relationship that you have ended has been very toxic for you. And you finally ended it, and you did it. And there were a lot of red flags also in this connection, as you could see here. So I'm getting the signs that whatever you did was right, and you finally did it. So now it's time for you to heal, come out of these fears and anxiety, let them release on this full moon, and move towards new love that is coming towards you. Let me read for you. Hooray! Success is here or just around the corner. You have worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles, so we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. We succeed, celebrate, rest, renew, and succeed again. Know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you'll do it again and again. So what this card is trying to tell you, that you have done it. You have gone through this toxic connection. You have already ended it. You have given priority to yourself. And that's a great job you did. Now you have to rest, renew, and then again start a new journey. Because now you have learned your lessons. So you're not supposed to worry about it. You did it and you will do it again and again. So you will always find success over such sort of connections. So don't be worried about it. You did it. So work through your fears. Okay, if you have any fears that how I'm going to get into a new connection or what's going to happen. So this is the right time to release all those fears. So let's move to our next sign, that is Sagittarius. So Sagittarians, let's take out from my full moon deck. What's the message for you? November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarians, step out of your comfort zone. So this new moon, you have to step out of your comfort zones. This is the North Node. So North Node sometimes represents your twin flame or soulmate also. Let's see what are the messages from your tarot. Okay, Six of Cups again, no wonder. So a lot of people are going to get confirmations or communications or messages from your past person. I'm not too sure whether you like it or not, but this is happening for you. The World. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm getting two cards each. So I'm not picking it up. Let me take out one. Because we just need one card. Nine of Wands. Okay, let's take out the message and then we'll talk about it. Adventure awaits. So Sagittarians, for you, adventure awaits this full moon. So Sagittarians, you are going to step out of your comfort zone very soon. You have to release any sort of blockages that you have related to stepping out of your comfort zone or doing something new. You might be feeling that it's the last step towards your success. You might be feeling fatigue. You might be feeling like, okay, persistent. Some sort of thing you are waiting for from long, and you're feeling that, okay, finally it's happening. And the world shows that it's happening for you. So it might be a change of a location, or it might also be ending of a cycle with a soulmate. There is a high possibility. So maybe what I feel is that you are going to end some connection with your past person, and you are finally completing this cycle, and you are feeling a sense of belonging and wholeness and completion, and you are almost at the verge of doing it. If you could see, you are waiting from long to do this, and it's happening for you. So this cycle is ending for you. So you have to step out of your comfort zone. because what's coming next is adventure awaits for you. So you're ending something with your past person. You can also be moving to other location because world also depicts relocation, and it shows that you are ending this cycle and moving towards something or a success which you have been waiting for long. Adventure awaits means the card says break up your routine, live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation, take a spontaneous drive. A change for a place and scenery will be good for you. You never know who you will meet, what you'll be experiencing along the way. Fabulous new friend and partner, a spectacular meal at charming local joint, or the vista of a lifetime adventure awaits. So for you, the adventure is awaiting. So you might be ending some connection from your past, and you might be ending this cycle with this person and you're moving to other location, or you're ending simply a cycle with this person and you're moving into some new adventure, some new connections. And this is the last stand, I'll say. You have been persistent about it, and you have been feeling fatigue also, because this cycle might have been very long for you. That's what I feel strongly. So Sagittarians, step out of your comfort zone. Let's move to Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19. Let's take out the full moon message first for Capricorns. Bring love into the situation. So whatever situation you are going through, bring love into that. It's Aquarian energy, very emotional energy. Let's see, Capricorns, what's there for you. Nine of Wands again. So you are feeling fatigue. There is some situation which you are feeling fatigue about. Six of Wands, but you are going to get victory. Two of Cups. 100% victory in the divine love connection. You have been waiting for this long, it's happening for you. So bring love to this situation. You'll get a victory. That's what I feel. What's the message for you? Very crystal clear message. Oh, I'm so sorry. Say you are sorry. So you might have to apologize to someone, because if you could see, they are making a friendship and there are a lot of hearts in between. So what I feel is that you have to say sorry to someone, bring love to this situation. So maybe you, Capricorn, are not in contact with someone. You might not be talking to someone who you are in love with. You have to say them sorry. You have to bring love to this situation. You have been waiting for this for long. You are fatigued. You are persistent about it. But you will get success and victory 100%, because this connection is a divine love connection. So if you make an effort, if you say sorry, if you really bring love into this situation, this full moon, there will be a unity, there will be a partnership, there will be close bond and connection. But what you need to do is, you need to really say sorry to someone. That's what I feel. That's a message. Are you carrying around regret? Is there a relationship that needs healing, but you just don't know what to say? Give your pride a rest and simply start, I am sorry. Simply start with, I am sorry. Take responsibility and acknowledge your role in the situation. Apologize for them and for you, and then let go and be very proud of yourself. Making amends isn't easy, but it's a huge leap forward on your spiritual path. Bravo. So bravo, Capricorns. What you're supposed to do is, if you love someone, if you are in connection with someone, and if you have not spoken to this person for long or not in contact with this person, bring love into this situation. Say sorry, apologize for your issues, or whatever. You have to just say sorry and keep your pride aside, and then you will definitely get a victory in this union and the connection that is here. So beautiful union is expected this full moon. Just don't forget to bring love into this situation, because I think that's what you need to do. You have to apologize and bring love. Let's move to another zodiac sign, which is Aquarius, January 28th to February 18th. Let's see what we have for Aquarians. Your commitment is being tested. So Aquarians, your commitment is being tested in love. I strongly feel. Let's see what comes out. This full moon in Leo and this Valentine week, your commitment is being tested. the Sun. Someone is going to give you a clarity about something. It's the happiest card in the deck and it's about clarity. It's about success. 6 of Cups. I'll tell you, most of the zodiac signs have someone coming from their past who's going to offer them love. Lot of revelations are going to happen. Lot of clarity is coming in relationships. And the world. Okay, let me talk about it. So for Aquarians, it's a beautiful energy. I'll tell you what's happening. And for message for you is, you are awesome. Okay. So for Aquarians, someone is bringing clarity for you about their feelings, about how they feel about you. They feel joy with you, they feel happy with you, they feel like child with you. And this person has been in nostalgia for you. They have been thinking about you always. They wanted to give this clarity to you and they are going to express their feelings to you. And this is going to bring a wholeness and a completeness and a completion of a cycle. A completion of a cycle of no contact, distance, or not confessing your feelings to the person you love. So either this is happening to you or you are doing it to someone. So I mean to say, either this person is bringing to you the clarity or you are giving this clarity to someone from your side. From someone who you know from your past, from your childhood, who you love a lot, and you're really feeling a sense of belongingness, a wholeness kind of a thing, and you're completing this cycle of no contact or not expressing your feelings. So basically your commitment is being tested. That's the card we have here. So which shows that how committed you are, that would be tested here. So if this person comes to you, they will test your commitment. Or even if you go to someone, you will test their commitment. You'll give the clarity and you'll see how committed they are to you. You are awesome is your card, which shows that your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. Build it, strengthen it, praise yourself. Share what makes you proud. Your beaming delight will help others to shift from glass half empty thinking to heck, I'm pretty awesome too. So what this card means here is that you have to first love yourself to love someone else. So that's very important. Your greatest relationship is the one you have with yourself. So before proposing someone, expressing your feelings to someone, just remember that you are awesome. So if you have any self-worth issues, please keep it aside and give the clarity of the feelings that you have for someone. That's what the message is for Aquarius. Let's move to Pisces, February 19th to March 20, sorry. So Pisces, let's see what comes up for you. Prosperity lies ahead. So this full moon, prosperity is ahead for you. Let's see what it means for you in relationships. Wheel of Fortune, your destiny is changing in your favor. So prosperity is definitely lying ahead. So you are changing some cycles, your fate is changing, it's moving in your favor. You are getting, okay, let me show you. You are getting justice over heartbreak. So Pisces, your destiny is changing, you're moving towards prosperity and you are getting justice, or you're getting the karma, the right karma that you did. Either because you're broken-hearted. For you, prosperity lies ahead. So I feel that someone has broken your heart and you're getting justice over it. Your Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And fortune is coming, unexpected things are happening, and you're getting a lot of prosperity in your life. Let's see what message comes up, Pisces, for you. Make waves. It's your turn to make a splash on the rock of a creaky boat. Don't be afraid to get wet. You may fall, you may look foolish, or you may make people think in a new way. Every great trailblazer and change maker made waves, so you have no difference. So make waves, that's what. So do something different. Prosperity lies ahead for you. Justice is here for you. You are coming out of heartbreak or separation or loss or trauma, and you destinies in your favor. So prosperity is ahead for you. So take advantage of that, Pisces, this full moon. So release any sort of blockages you have or any sort of doubts you have, right? Okay, so let's move to Aries, March 21st to April 19th. What is the message for my Aries? adjustments are required. So Aries, some adjustment in your relationship are required. Let's see what are these adjustments all about. Seven of Pentacles. So you have to be patient about, you might have invested into some relationship, but you have to be very patient about it. It will take some time to give you rewards or to harvest. So adjustments are required, of course. World is again here. So you are definitely ending this cycle of, I'll say, patience. Because I just started too early, I think. You have been waiting for your investments or energy that you have invested into some relationship from long. And now it's time for you to end this cycle of wait. Let's see what's upcoming for you next. King of Pentacles. Oh my God. Trust me what it is. Okay. So what's happening for you is you are ending one cycle of waiting on investments in relationships or otherwise. You have been waiting for long. Like, you have been patient, you have been harvesting, waiting for the harvest of rewards or something like that. And you have been looking at it, okay, it's too much of time, I'm waiting from so long and I'm not getting the returns on my investment, be it the investment of time and energy into relationships. But finally what's happening, this is ending. This cycle of wait is ending and you are moving into a lot of prosperity. You are moving into a King of Pentacles energy, which is very abundant energy, which is very ambitious energy, very kind and patriarchy kind of energy. So you'll be in power. Not only money wise, overall abundance. In relationships also, you'll be in power. So basically, some sort of adjustment is required because you are moving towards really from a waiting period to a harvest period. That's what I'm saying. It's a transition from waiting period to a harvest period. What's your message, Aries? Nourish yourself. So it's time to nourish yourself. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show yourselves that you care, choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make green juices, toast longevity and cheers. So basically you are guided towards a healthy life and that might be the adjustment you need to make. Because you might have been in waiting energy and investing a lot of time and energy into something and you have not been taking care of your physical health and mental health. But now the adjustments are required because you are ending this and you are moving into an abundant life. So you might be having a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of something. So you have to be very careful about your health. So you need to make some adjustments according to that. That's what I feel. Aries, good energy is coming towards you this full moon in Leo. So let's move to our next sign, that is Taurus, April 28th to May 28th. Okay, we got one card, so I'll take this. Meditate and contemplate, Taurus. So this full moon, it's important to meditate because we have full moon here also. And this full moon, go for meditation, contemplate. If not meditation, just sit with yourself for some time. You'll get clarity about your things or your relationships or connections. Okay, I'm getting one card here. That is the Emperor, which flipped. So it's showing a lot of stability. Let's see what comes up next. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Let me tell you, a lot of satisfaction, a lot of achievements, a lot of contentment, a lot of success, a lot of material success, material security, a lot of discipline, a lot of structure. It's amazing. So just don't get overwhelmed by this, and that's why I think meditate and contemplate is here. Contemplate and meditate on this energy, because I feel that we are going to be super happy about things, super contented about things. Stop comparing. So divine is telling you at this point of time, as per my tarot, first let's discuss that you are going to be the emperor. You are going to be the decision maker of your life. You are going to be controlling your life the way you want. And as you could see, this lady is so confident, so authoritative, controlling, practical, focused, disciplined. So you might be focusing on something. You'll be very much in power. That's what I'm feeling. Your wishes are coming true. Nine of Cups energy is here. Contentment you're feeling. You're enjoying your life lavishly. You're getting the Nine of Pentacles energy, which is very independent, self-loving energy, nurturing energy, independent, leisure, material security, self-sufficiency. This is all you're getting this full moon in Leo. So meditate and contemplate to ground yourself. That's why the card is here. And it's showing don't compare yourself to someone. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know there's room for all to shine in this ever expanding universe. So embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kings. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. So what Divine is telling you, you are getting too much. Too much commitment, too much self-independence, too much authority. So ground yourself with meditation and contemplation this full moon. Don't start comparing yourself with others. When others do the same, just support them. So grounding is very important for you, Taurus. There is something big happening for you. That's what I'll say. This full moon. Let's move to next sign. That is Gemini, May 22nd to June 28th. What do you need to release? So this full moon, you have to ask this question, Gemini. What do you need to release? So you definitely need to release something, some residual energy. Oh, we got 2 cards. Oh, I didn't realize that. So we got Ace of Pentacles. We got 5 of Pentacles. So I know what you need to release. Let's discuss that. Ten of Cups. So you have on the one side a new beginning in life, beautiful, stable new beginning with someone in your life, and you have a beautiful family, abundance, rainbows, happiness, homecomings, fulfillment, emotional stability and security, and domestic harmony. In between, it's 5 of Pentacles, which shows hardships, loss, isolation, feeling abundant, struggle, unemployment, or something like that. So what I am feeling is that what you need to release this full moon is the feeling of abandonment, fear of abandonment. I strongly feel that. Once you are coming out of this fear and releasing this fear of abandonment, you will start a new beginning. This full moon, and this new beginning is going to bring you to a place of homecoming, emotional fulfillment, emotional stability, security, and everything. So you are going to feel great about it. Let's see what is the message for you. Invite your fears to tea. That's what I was telling. What do you need to release? You need to release your fear of abandonment. I strongly feel. So that's what this card is telling you. Divine is telling you to invite your fears on the tea. Fears aren't facts. Often they are just scary thoughts or feelings. Instead of judging your fears, invite them to tea. Offer them a cookie and have a chat with your fears. Listen to what they have to say. When we are courageous enough to be with what scares us, we receive powerful wisdom. So invite your fears to tea. Talk to your fears, what it is all about, and you can sort it out. So you need to just talk to your fears. You have to release them, and you will be starting a new beginning, which is going to bring a lot of emotional fulfillment for you. So Gemini, you have to work on your releasing, especially the fear of abandonment. And if you feel so, just put in the comments. Let's move to our last zodiac sign, that is Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. Let's see what it is all about. Way too many cards. A win-win outcome is forecast. So Cancer, if you're planning to propose someone, it's a win-win outcome for you. Let's see what it is all about. Page of Cups, definitely thinking of giving some offer to someone, which is very innocent, cute, fresh start. Knight of Pentacles. Why so slow? Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. So what I feel is Cancer, don't be scared. Because Knight of Pentacles is a very, very slow energy. It's a very patient energy, very practical energy, very committed energy also in a way. So what I feel is that you have been very slow in moving towards someone in the past. Or take it vice versa. Someone has been very slow in moving towards you. Knight of Pentacles is energy which is not moving at all if you see. Just like a tortoise. And even if you see there is a plane here. So what I'm seeing is, don't be scared. Don't be so slow. A win-win outcome is forecast for you, right? And you have been thinking about this person, dreaming about this person. This person brings inner child in you. What is guided to you is a new start. Go forward and make this new start. Tell your truth, express your feelings, because this is a clarity, breakthrough, concentration, vision, force, communication, truth. So you need to just speak your truth, and this new beginning will happen, for you. Because you have been moving very slow in the past, and there is a flight on the card, I can see. If you could see here, I'll show you. There is a flight on the card. So you need to maybe travel towards this person and speak your truth that you want to have a fresh start with this person. I strongly feel. And don't worry about the outcome, because the outcome will be win-win outcome for you. Find your tribe. That's the message for you, Cancer. Your spiritual tribe is out there. And once you find your tribe members, rejoice together, motivate each other, support each other, stick together. Share your accomplishments, hope, desires, and heartbreak. Praise each other and offer the kindest tough love when needed. There is a strength in numbers. You are never alone. So maybe you, Cancer, you feel alone. But what is being guided, that this person who you're moving towards is your spiritual tribe. So you have to find your tribe. You have to find the right people who you can share your accomplishments, hope, desires, and heartbreak with. A win-win outcome is forecast for you. So if you really want to have a fresh start with someone, this is the time to speak your truth. So move ahead and speak your truth. You have been very slow in the past, but now it's time to take a flight. So this full moon in Leo, Cancer, is bringing an energy of truth and a win-win outcome for you. So don't be scared, release any fears you have this full moon, and go ahead with what you feel is right for you, right? And find your soul tribe. So I hope you like this reading. I have ended with all 12 zodiac signs, and there is most of the energy in this whole reading is about Six of Cups, which is lovers coming from your past, whether you like it or not. I'm sure not many people are happy about it, but yes, people coming from your past, revealing their feelings, starting truth and fresh start, truthful and fresh start, speaking their truth, revelation, truth is coming out. So all this clarity, sun, this all energy is about communication, revelations, and that's what full moon in Leo is all about, right? So I hope you like this reading. I hope this reading resonated with you, and I'm going to do a lot of Valentine's read in the next upcoming week. So by then, just keep watching me. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soul Therapy by Pash. Don't forget to follow me on Soul Therapy by Pash on Instagram and Facebook. And keep elevating, keep growing, keep rising high, and do the releasing exercise on full moon. If you really feel that you need to work on releasing, it always works. You can take help of the Google for some meditations on full moon, right? So take care, love and light. See you. And if you want to book, I forget to say that, if you want to book a session with me, either offline or online, or you are in Singapore or you are out of Singapore, just don't forget to press on the link, which is on my link tree on my Instagram and Facebook. It's a link tree tab where you can book readings with me, or you can book readings with me on my website, soultherapybypash.com. So take care. See you in my next read. Bye bye.